That's when my demons started catching up to me. Ah! Hi. I just found out that Danny has uploaded what appears to look like version 2 of an apology, and together we will watch it for the first time and fact check the inevitable lies and emotional manipulation attempts. Obviously, the first try at an apology didn't go so well since he deleted it, but I specifically covered that in the second video on Danny. And watching those two videos is crucial to understanding the context behind what we're seeing right now. Please watch that first. Every time Danny opens his mouth, he just digs the hole even deeper that he put himself in. So let's see how this goes.
I'm gonna be real with you. This video is not for everyone. It's for the ones who watched me rise, watched me fall, and are still wondering what the hell happened to Danny.
There's immediately a lot to unpack here. I think his hat says #1 paper trader. He obviously appears to have been crying quite heavily. We have some very dramatic and sad music playing in the background. He's kind of longingly peering off into the distance. Let's see what he has to say.
My name is Danny. You might know me as DannysTrades. I've been trading for 6 years. And I've had highs that most people only dream of, and lows that almost buried me. You know, at one point I had it all. The community, the money, the momentum. But behind the screens, life hit me harder than the markets ever could. People I trusted turned their backs on me. I started drinking a lot. I lost a lot of discipline, a lot of consistency. Mainly, I lost myself. I made over $100,000, and I'm gonna throw a screenshot up here, that way you guys can see it. The year after that, I had even a bigger year.
I didn't see a screenshot. Maybe he realized that was a bad idea, since every other time he's tried to, show some broker statements is either someone else's or it was photoshopped.
I got into a relationship, tried to slow down, but here's the truth that most people won't say out loud. Even when I looked calm on the outside, my mind was still spinning.
Alright, as usual, I'm going to cut out the boring parts so that you don't have to suffer with me.
I was a troubled kid. I couldn't live with my parents. The relationships I had with them was very toxic. Let's just fast forward a bit, right? I started running Traders Evolve. That's when everything really started to take off. Once I got it locked in, the money just was rolling, and then the cloud came. Instagram started blowing up. YouTube took off. I became an overnight name in trading, and let me tell you, making big.
I don't know if getting a lot of views on an Instagram reel is quite the same as becoming an overnight name in trading.
Right? But when the followers start rolling in, when people start calling you a genius, a GOAT, DMing you for advice, every day my DM's full. Even till today, I have thousands of people DMing me for advice, what to do. I wasn't really a drinker. I hated alcohol. But I was trying to win her back, so one night I just said, screw it. I'm going to have a twisted tea, a truly with her. It won't hurt. One drink to two turned into weekends, then it turned into part of my daily routine. She got sober, found peace. I got drunk and I started losing myself. That's when my attitude changed. That's when I started fading away. And that's really when my demons started catching up to me. So to keep it real, you guys saw it from the outside.
What was that editing right there?
My demons started catching up to me. So to keep it real, you guys saw it from the
That's when my demons started catching up to me.
Demons started catching up to me. So to keep it real.
Oh, one of them came out right there. Alright. Here's the thing. This is a delicate situation. You can have a sad past and go through problems and troubles, but that doesn't ever excuse you from directly harming someone else. That doesn't excuse you from charging people thousands of dollars to learn how to trade, not fulfilling those services, or pretending to be making money while using a SIM account, or photoshopping broker statements to appear profitable, or completely stealing someone else's broker statements to appear profitable. Any type of childhood story or problem that you're dealing with is not an excuse to be a bad person. Bad people use those excuses to be bad people. If my wife divorced me, I wouldn't start scamming people. Everything can be learned for free. Everything. Please. iManTrading.org. Everything is free. Got trading guides, prop firm reviews, everything. People like Danny aren't sorry. They're sorry they got caught. That's an important distinction. Continue.
You guys saw it from the outside. You guys were probably thinking, what's going on with Danny? Why isn't he showing up on time? Why is he not training like he was training before? Why is he not here right now? Why is he not showing up to my mentorship call? What's going on with Danny? I think he's just irresponsible. But didn't you guys know? Little did you guys not know what was going on behind the scenes, right? Going through a divorce, right? In the middle of a pregnancy, going through a separation that tore my spirit apart for years, right?
Going through a divorce is not an excuse to scam people. If you're going through a tough time, then don't start a mentorship. Oh my God. I wasn't showing up to the services that you paid thousands of dollars for because I was going through a tough time. Then why did you sell those things? Don't sell them. Wait until you're in the proper space to fulfill a service. Otherwise, you're scamming people. And then he sits here like, little did you know. If only you knew what I was going through. That sucks to go through something like that. Don't make that someone else's problem. You scammed people and you're asking them to feel bad for you. And if you couldn't fulfill what you were selling, then refund them. Say, sorry, I can't do this right now. Here's your money back. It took over a month. I had to get other people involved just to get Danny to refund these people that he's referring to right now. No, you don't get to sit here with your squinty eyes staring off at some monitor with a sob story to try to get the exact people you scammed to feel bad for you. It gets worse. Continue.
Right? And you didn't know, right? We had a daughter on the way, right? That I was trying to hold it together, not just for me, but for my family that I was about to lose before I even really had it. And while all this was happening, I had people criticizing me, saying, Danny's not the same. He's late again. He fell off. And I get it. I really do get it. But
oh my God. When he says people criticizing me, people were criticizing me, what he means by that is that people were holding him accountable because a lot of them paid $6,000 for one-on-one sessions and to learn how to trade. It's not criticizing to to try to get someone to give you what you paid them to do. Oh, man.
from your perspective, that's what it probably looked like. But behind the scenes, it was just hell for me, right? I had to keep everyone entertained while going through all these situations, right? All right, so let's fast forward a little bit, right? And behind all that, I wasn't okay, right? I didn't say anything publicly, but I started to paper trade, demo trade. Why? Because if I traded my real account, I probably would have done very bad because there would have been a lot of emotion into it, right? So mentally, emotionally, I wasn't stable enough. I was so overwhelmed.
Which is fine, except he never disclosed the fact that it was a SIM account. He remained on social media boasting about making huge profits and how he was such a good trader, when in reality, it was all fake money. He's not sorry about what he did. He's sorry he got caught.
Right? Then one day, Jenna calls me and says, hey, Patrick keeps calling you out. Have fun with it and prove that he's full of shit. And in my head, I was like, fuck. I wish I could, but now I'm stuck in this little shit. What am I gonna do now? But I couldn't because I knew this wasn't about proving people wrong anymore. This was now about surviving.
What? But he did try. The only reason I even made a video about him, the only reason this video even exists, which is because he got caught like 8 times, is because he did pretend that it was real money.
You guys will also see that my total P&L is $300,000. Something Patrick cannot do because he sim trades, but we're over here, balling on the real thing, because Patrick is just defamation and a liar and a deceiver. He's the real paper trader, not me. Patrick is, twice my age. He's fat.
He's acting here like, oh, I can't dispute what he's saying because it is a SIM account. No, that's not what happened at all. You can't just rewrite the past here. Oh my God.
Caught in a hole. How do I find my way back? Right, so at that point, I didn't really have any option left. I said to myself, fuck it, I'm going to try to fix this. I was so desperate to make things right. And if it meant that I had to keep a little lie alive, I did it. But the thing is, one lie became two.
Oh, okay. He's about to say how one lie became two. I was pausing it because he specifically said a little lie. But no, a fake trading guru does not get 2 videos dedicated to them on my channel without doing quite an extraordinary amount of fraud.
One lie became 2, and suddenly I couldn't even recognize myself anymore because I knew I was full of shit. I never gave a fuck about the drama. I didn't even know half the shit that was going on. Why? Because guys, I wasn't even running my Twitter. I didn't even post most of my tweets. I wasn't even running my Instagram, right? And I wasn't even allowed to go live.
Some of this is just not true. Actually, a lot of it's not true. Danny was making posts on Twitter all the time after my video came out, which I believe is what he's referring to. He was on Twitter. He was talking to me. The only reason I was able to make a second video on him is because he kept posting. He kept making more mistakes, more Photoshop errors, more fake brokerage statements. I don't know what he's talking about here. It really seems like he's trying to change the narrative about how everything proceeded, but it's all very clearly disprovable if you just look at the 2 videos I made. And of course now with this as well. It's ridiculous.
I had no voice. I was being controlled behind the screen, and I allowed.
What? I had no voice. Dude was sending me private.
Iman, suck my fucking fat, you bitch.
I don't know what he's talking about, no voice. That didn't seem to be the case when he uploaded the 35-minute apology video that he almost immediately deleted. And of course, I downloaded. What does that even mean? What is he talking about?
Myself to be controlled because of Funded Futures family, right? People were telling me what to say, what to post, what to do, and just to shut the hell up and let them control the whole thing, right? And that's when I lost it. That's when I really lost my sanity. What is going on here? How did I get this far, right? Because you guys deserve to know the real me, right? The real truth. I think it's important, especially for my community, to understand how easy it is to lose yourself in the game, right? People look at the card.
How easy it is to lose yourself in the game. What is he talking about? What is he talking about? What he means by the game is the game you play when you scam people or when you sell useless mentorships and courses. Okay? I mean, like what? This is a fake guru specific sob story. This is an explanation of why you lied and commit fraud in order to profit off of your followers. This is the game of scamming people.
The clout, the money, but behind it all, I was losing my peace. I didn't lose the money. I didn't lose the followers. I still have everything and more, but I lost myself, and that is way worse than losing money and followers, right? I lost that fire, that focus. I lost that peace of mind. I started caring too much of what people thought. Every time a hater said something, I felt like I had to prove myself and say, oh, in my head it was like, they don't even know what I'm going through. Playing the victim, right? They don't even know.
And to clarify, what he means by hater is someone telling him what is objectively true, which is that he was lying to everybody about making money from trading. Fake gurus love to call people haters. It's not hate. It's true. It's all true. You just don't want to hear it because it proves that you're a fraud. Continue.
I had to do what I had to do. I had to prove myself. And when Iman called me out, or Patrick called me out, when my mentees
called him out, when I reported on the facts of what he did. It's not Iman, all right? I'm about as white as they get, all right? I did the 23andMe. I got nothing. It's all white. Not a single percentage of interesting ancestry going on there. It is. It's I-Man. Just a nickname for Isaac. Actually, you know what? It doesn't even matter. I've lost focus because I'm 35 minutes in here. You see this? 35 minutes. 35 minutes of suffering. All right, only a couple minutes left, though. Let's go.
When my mentees turned their back on me, I was drowning. I didn't know.
What? Turn their back on him when they spoke up about getting scammed? That's not betraying. Oh my God.
I was just trying to hold it together, and instead of processing the pain, I crashed out, right? And that just isn't who I am. It's not the version of me that I'm proud of, right? Scared, exhausted, and trying to survive. So if I ever offended you, if you ever felt cheated by me, I want to say with my whole chest, I'm sorry. That was never my intention. I never wanted to just be another trading guru, another trading guy. I promise to be completely transparent with you guys 100%. Starting this new chapter, I think I've grown a lot from this. I think I've embarrassed myself enough. I think it's time for me to really be good to you guys and really give you guys what I owe you.
This does sound nice. Of course, actions speak louder than words. If he could go back in time, he'd fix the editing mistakes. He would not go back and be honest from the start. You don't get exposed for photoshopping and then Photoshop some more in your apology and then Photoshop some more in your apology of the apology and then get caught again apologizing for the previous apology. Okay? You just don't. And immediately after all of this, he started another paid Discord or whatever. And I don't know if that's what he's talking about here, if this is a new project. I'm not gonna look, because I don't care. It's always the same. It's just too absurd to put into words. You don't get to use those kinds of excuses to scam people. There is never an excuse to do that. Stop giving your money to anyone in the trading community. There is nothing you should pay for. All right. Take care and bye-bye.